But when I got on my unit this morning, I noticed that my plate carrier wasn't there.
That's his tactical vest, along with the plate that goes inside. Also missing, his AR-15, scope, laser target pointer, beanbag shotgun, pole camera, double flashbang, knife, radio headset, handheld radio, handcuffs, and plenty of ammunition. It was the middle of the night.
He just told me that he was hitting cars. He went into this, state police officer car, tried to open it. It was unlocked.
Before we get started today, this video has been sponsored by Black Forest Testosterone. Now, y'all know that I've been taking this for a little while, and there's been a recent study that's came out that shows that men in 2022 have extremely decreased levels of testosterone. I'm not going to go into the reasons of that, but it's nuts and we should not be accepting it. We're men. This is the best natural alternative without the nasty side effects of steroids and even testosterone replacement therapy. You're stronger in the gym, you put on muscle easier, you take fat off easier, and you feel like a man again. So 100% recommended. There's going to be a discount code and a link below the video. Go try you some. So it's pretty obvious that not a lot of cars get broken into in 2022. Oh man, I've got jokes today. No, it's happening quite a bit, probably more than ever. I parked in front of a Total Wine & More the other day because it was the closest place to get a water. And within 10 minutes, somebody had broken into my truck, stole a bunch of shit out of it, and I walked back and obviously was pissed off. But I understood why they were a criminal, because they were pretty stupid. I had a backpack on my back seat and it had a gun in it, and they completely ignored it. So maybe that's why you're a robber and don't work for a living. That being said, something that actually doesn't happen that often is people breaking into police cars. But it's starting to happen. And you know whose fault it is? It's anyone who allows crime to be a normalized thing. Who in particular? Well, these district attorneys of these woke cities. Oh, you robbed someone? Oh no, it's fine. Robbery? No, who cares? Go. You don't need any bail. You just go right ahead. We won't even charge you. I mean, that's pretty much how it goes nowadays. America's all about criminal reform, and we have to be easier on criminals. How about just don't be a criminal? Don't rob someone. I mean, if these courts and these DAs got any easier, they'd start paying people to commit crime. So that being said, an AR-15 and $21,000 worth of gear was stolen out of a state trooper's patrol car.
Archuleta is a member of the state's tactical team. The stolen gear is worth about $21,800.
How does something like that happen? Well, back in the good old days, nobody would even think about doing that because 1, they don't want to get arrested, 2, they don't want to be shot, and 3, most people rejected being a criminal. So a lot of cops got in the habit of leaving their car running and not locking the doors. I'm sure you've seen it. Cop pulls up to a gas station, he's got to go piss, his car's on, you don't hear a beep. You don't hear him lock the door, nothing. So obviously they launched an investigation on this, and they essentially send a search team out to try to find this guy's gear. They're walking around the neighborhood where the vehicle was broken into, and then it just kind of gets weird.
Fast forwarding to day 3 searching for the gear, there's not much to go on. The investigators are searching the area where Archuleta's car was parked for the second time, looking for home surveillance footage. And while inside this home, the case actually breaks open.
They arrest someone else on a shoplifting charge. And I don't know how this came up, but apparently the guy that they arrested said that he knows where this cop's rifle is.
Are you serious?
An Albuquerque police officer says the shoplifter he just arrested knows where Archuleta's rifle is.
It should be open.
That's Jaden Wheeler.
How's it going? Good, man. How are you? Doing all right. Yeah, I had better days.
Wheeler assures the detectives he was not a part of the theft and then asks for a deal.
Do you think in exchange I could walk today?
Oh man, been in and out of the courts quite a bit there, huh? You're a good old seasoned attorney.
And he comes to the door with all this, what is it? AR-15, less lethal shotgun, vest, flash grenade.
Wheeler confirms some of the stolen items are still in his hotel room, but claims a convicted felon named Aldo Vargas has the police weapons.
Because when he came over, transaction was made.
Between Brandon and Aldo.
Yes, sir.
Drugs and money in exchange for the AR-15, beanbag shotgun, and bulletproof vest.
Archuleta was the name on the vest.
So after hearing all this, they end up going to the travel lodge, and this guy Vargas is not there. So they interview his cousin, and everybody's just telling on each other.
Cowboy hit stick police officers.
Our friend Cowboy brought some stuff over.
Police now turn the focus to Vargas.
Got a good group of boys there, very loyal. So they tell him where this guy Vargas is, and they end up going to this casino.
Who they've learned is at the Isleta Casino Hotel. Vargas is escorted from his hotel room where police say he was smoking fentanyl while his toddler slept.
Outstanding Father of the Year award definitely does not go to you. So then they start to interview this guy, and I can't understand what he's saying. He's so high on fentanyl, but he finally gives up the information.
Obviously, this is a big deal. We don't do this every day. Go into hotels, disrupt the whole order of the hotels and all that for something small. So I need you to tell me how you came in possession of what you have, all the things that you have, and where I could find this guy at.
I don't know what you're even talking about.
So we're gonna do that at your house?
Yes, it's in the backyard of my white car. There's a white lowrider in the back.
Okay.
It's in trash bags.
So he goes on to tell him that there's a good old lowrider in the back, and that all of their gear is in this lowrider. So obviously, if you're a police officer, it probably is a good idea to start locking your vehicles. This is extremely lucky that they found this stuff, because usually what a criminal would do is they would just sell it for cheap or dump it somewhere. If they're doing drugs, they probably have contacts for people who would want to buy the stuff. But isn't it just crazy the world we live in nowadays? Oh, well, I'm gonna have someone else steal a whole bunch of police gear, then I'm gonna get it from him, then I'm gonna go to a casino and smoke fentanyl with my son in the room, and have friends who I know are gonna tell on me, and then eventually they're gonna get all their gear back. People nowadays.